Good morning, dear children. Today we will be looking at session 5, which is Connect with the World using Internet and its applications. So let's begin. First, let me give you an introduction about the Internet. The Internet is world largest publicly accessible network where billions of computers spreads across the world. For this, we also call it as network of networks, as it connects the millions of smaller networks which belongs to a country, organization, institutions and etc. People use this network to share and access information. It offers various facilities to quickly communicate messages anywhere in the world. That's why it is considered as one of the major source of communication. Internet was started initially in 1969 by the US Defense Department. The actual growth of the internet was started in 1990s with the introduction of World Wide Web WW facility. As during the time period, more and more people started using this network to access an ever increasing of information. Today it is used by individuals, companies and institutions for many different purposes. Now let's have a look at the uses of internet. We can do a lot of things using the internet. Some of them are as follows. Entertainment. Nowadays, internet is a famous entertainment tool. It is used to download and play games, download movies, songs, etc. Online shopping. We can book tickets of movie, train, flight using the internet. We can also purchase and sell items from anywhere across the world and pay bills from home. Some of the popular shopping websites are Flipkart, Snapdeal. Then internet helps in searching. Internet is used to get information on any topic. We can look for the latest news, match scores, cooking recipes and many more things using a search engine. Online chatting. This facility of internet allows us to exchange text, voice, video messages with others instantly. Email. An email, electronic mail, is a message sent from one computer to another computer. There are many websites which provides this facility. For example, Gmail, Yahoo Mail, etc. Email is the faster than the old traditional mail. Social networking. Social networking is a very common way of communicate these days. It brings people together to talk, share ideas and interests or make new friends. The most popular social networking websites on the internet is Facebook. Now let's look into the important internet terms. In that first one, website. A website is a collection of some web pages which provides information about many things. Next, web page. Web page is a page of website and in that each page contains text, graphics, audios and videos, etc. Then home page. Every website has a main page which appears when you open the website. This page we call it as home page. World Wide Web WWW. It is the largest collection of information on the internet and it contains millions of websites. Search engine. These are specially programmed websites that search information for us according to the terms we specify. ISP or Internet Service Provider. It is a company which provides us the connectivity to the internet and for this the company charges a fee as per our usage. Some of the ISPs are Airtel, Vodafone, BSNL, etc. Web browser. It is a software needed to open and view web pages. The most popular web browser are Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, etc. Now let's see components of Google Chrome Windows. In that, address bar. The address bar is used to type the address of website we need to visit. Refresh button. This button is used to start reloading a web page again. Back button. This button is used to go back to the previous page which was opened just before the current page. Forward button. This button is used to go forward one web page. It can be used only if you have used the back button at least once. Blogs. A blog is a written document. In that, blogging is the act of writing blogs, and blogger is a someone who writes content for a blog. Blogs are often made on political topics, sports, web design, gadgets, etc. A blog typically focuses on a particular subject matter. Some of the blogging sites are blogger.com, wordpress.com, and blogspot.com. Then, why blog is important? Let's see some advantages of blogging. It is means of communication to reach out to many people at same time. It allows people at different places of different profiles to post their views and comments. We can express our ideas and views through blogs. It provides an opportunity to showcase our writing skills. Now, let me give you an introduction to social media. Social media is a facility that allows us to make connection with friends, family, classmates, customers, and clients. A social media website, it brings people together to talk, share ideas, or make new friends. Some of the social media sites are Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Now let's see these social medias. Facebook. Facebook is the most popular social networking website which allows registered user to connect with friends, colleagues, etc. by sharing pictures, music, videos, articles, or their own thoughts and opinions. Facebook is the one of the topmost social networking service. It was launched in February 2004 by Mark Zuckerberg. Facebook has both advantages and disadvantages. Let's see advantages of Facebook. It makes it easy for you to connect and share with family, friends, and business associates online. You can upload pictures, stream live video, play games, post comment, share photograph and links to new or interesting content on the web and chat live, etc. In the marketing point of view, Facebook is valuable to create a brand not only for individuals but also business at the global level. Then what are the disadvantages of Facebook? The first disadvantages of Facebook is the privacy of the user. Most people are not properly using the privacy options and features. And when you addict to Facebook, you will waste your precious time as it will consume your most valuable time. Twitter. Twitter is the second most used social networking site which allows its users to send or read the messages of up to 140 characters known as tweets. This service was founded in March 2006 by Jack Dorsey and was launched in July 2006. While creating their tweets, users can also create a link to other content. It is mainly used by celebrities, journalists, politicians, and other public figures to communicate their message to the followers. Advantages of Twitter: easy to navigate and update, link to add, promote anything. Pure communication tool, very interactive, mostly used for business and networking purpose. Disadvantages of Twitter: it has a limited message size that is 140 characters per post. It has the spam problem like other social networking sites. When you become a Twitter addictive, you will waste your precious time as it will consume your most valuable time. WhatsApp. This is the one of the most common instant messaging app which allows you to communicate with individuals or groups using text, images, videos, etc. Advantages of WhatsApp are you can easily send free message to anyone without any charge. All tools provided by WhatsApp are very easy to use and user friendly. You can share your location, photo, status, images, documents, videos with your friends. You can both voice call and video call. Disadvantages: you can chat with only those friends who have smartphones supporting these applications and to friends having their account on WhatsApp. You must have access to internet to send and receive messages for free. Next, YouTube. It is a video social networking site and the second most popular search site on the internet after Google. Who owns YouTube? YouTube is a free video hosting website that allows members to store and serve video content. Advantages of YouTube are using the YouTube service to access the media is cheap and easy. YouTube has a wide range of video in different categories. Disadvantages: there are many movies and songs spread in YouTube which affect the copyright of a content. Digital India. Digital India is a campaign of the Government of India to ensure the government services are made available to citizens electronically by improving online infrastructures and by increasing internet connectivity or by making the country digitally empowered in the field of technology. It was launched by Honorable Shri Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India on 1st July 2015. It is to ensure that government services are available to citizens electronically. It will focus on providing high speed of internet service to its citizens and make services available in real time for both online and mobile platform. Digital India also aims to transform ease of doing business in the country. What is Digital India program? The Digital India provides high speed of internet service to its citizens in all Gram Panchayat. Government services will be available online, where citizens will be ensured easy access to it. Digital empowerment of citizen. This is the one of the most important factor of Digital India initiative to provide universal digital literacy and make digital source easily accessible. Now let's see the 9 pillars of Digital India. Broadband highways, universal access to phones, public internet access program, e-governance, reforming government through technology, e-Kranti electronic delivery of service, information for all, electronic manufacturing target net zero imports, IT for jobs, early harvest programs. That's all about internet and its applications. Thank you.